What else do you want to know? I feel like I'm just blabbing.
Blabbing's good.
Yeah, blabbing's good.
Can you talk about how you got into wholesale? Like what inspired you to get into it?
Yeah. So honestly, I got into wholesaling as like a winter job, something I was gonna do in the winter, right? I own a roofing company. I love sales, it's my passion. And honestly, I wanted something that I could do just virtually over the phone. And it brought up so many different ideas and actually led me into a different career path. And yeah, I mean, it's just the way God works, I believe. So it's exciting. When I first got into wholesaling, I was like the worst wholesaler ever because I kept buying everything. So every property that I seen that I'm like, oh, this was a great deal, I just bought it and kept it as a buy and hold property. Mainly we've acquired single family houses thus far. We're looking to get into the bigger stuff, obviously like the multifamily, RV parks, especially RV parks, campgrounds, mobile homes, stuff like that. That's gonna be my target focus for what I'm gonna keep for buy and hold. What I plan to, my active income is buying, selling, flipping, rehabbing a lot of these single family homes, either forced depreciation or what have you. So we're always buying, always looking for creative deals, seller finance, subject to, cash, you name it. Yeah, so agents and wholesalers, like so many of you guys, or us really in general, I'm part of the equation too. We all try to like compete, man. Like stop, let's just collaborate together. We can all get so much further working together. There's so many properties that like agents feel like they're stuck on, like it's just too dirty to show, or they don't have enough equity or whatever. Man, like that is my cup of tea. Those are what I'm looking for. Low equity and ugly, sign me up. So it was a pretty smooth transition from going from like the construction field, because obviously I've fixed and flipped thousands of homes. That's what I've been doing for the last 8 years. So now I'm just looking at it from a different lens and doing it for myself rather than doing it for, my customers, my clients. The construction business is still booming, right? It's, we do tons of projects, tons of roofs, tons of home improvement stuff. Really just worked out, kind of parlayed together. And we're able to get it done a lot quicker because, for real estate investors, there's typically 3 problems that we all face. 1, the money. 2, the labor. And 3, the actual deals. So deals, we're looking and working with agents and wholesalers to continually bring good deals, stuff that we can partner up on, make money on together. And once you find the deals, how do you fund it, right? So you got to find it, fund it, and fix it. Loaning the money for this is something that's fairly new to me. It's other people's money. And I'm realizing that is 100% the only way to actually really truly scale in this business is other people's money. So let me give you an example. Say you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're whatever. You got money in the bank because you got a great job, you're successful, you want to get into real estate, you wanted to get into the investing world, but you don't want to swing a hammer and you don't want to fix toilets, right? I hear you. It's not for everybody. That happens to be what I like to do, right? But say you're just the money guy. We have people that come in, purchase these deals with us, where they'll bring the money, they'll fund the project. We'll pay them a couple points on the deal, plus 10 to 12% interest on their money once we fix and flip the property, or do a cash out refi, whatever. So they're making money and they're eager as heck to, as soon as we close out that deal, they're super eager to do it again. So if that's you got a bunch of money you don't know what to do with, you want to get involved in real estate, get a hold of me. You can help me buy RV parks, help me buy campgrounds, the trailer parks, multifamily, single family. Most importantly, solve a problem. The main problem is affordable living. All of these things that I'm talking about are just becoming a bigger issue. So the more people that are involved with this, the more successful we can be at accomplishing affordable housing, right? The main reason, well, you don't need it. For one, a lot of people think you need X, Y, or Z to take the next step. You don't, man. You need a little bit of fucking action and just go do it, right? If you think about wholesaling, you can put it into many different perspectives. Take it out of real estate for a moment. Think about the people that are buying and selling cars on Facebook. We see that all the time, and that's totally normal. Well, this is the same thing you're doing. You're doing it with, properties or land or whatever. That's it. Same thing. Wholesaling's a great tool. The problem is it's a job. So the point of wholesaling is to get immediate money, tons of money, quick money, lots of money, fast. The problem is once you make that money, now it's earned income. So now what? Now you've got earned income, now you got to pay taxes on that. I don't want to do that. So what do? Well, hopefully you invest that money, put it back into something, another property that's going to continuously make you money. So we use all the basic stuff. I mean, actually, when I first got into it, I bought, I think, every single platform, every CRM, any way you could find a deal possible. Actually, I was literally the one that was spending all this money on stuff, a bunch of money, in hopes that I would just find like the silver bullet that customers were gonna be like, hey, I wanna sell you my house. It doesn't exist. You find those people on the phone, or you find those people working with agents, find those people working with wholesalers, you find those people doing all these things. So super important, make friends. That's my least favorite thing to do. That's what I struggle with the most, actually, is, being friendly and working together. I'm so used to doing everything by myself and having to do everything by myself. It's super strange now that I'm in real estate. Everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to collab. All the good people do. It's awesome. How did I start my first business?
Yeah, like what was the deciding factor? What was that process like?
I was in sales. I worked for another roofing company. They got me kind of into the business. And I started my business because they screwed me. They lied to me. Long story short, but yeah, made me a promise as a man, shook my hand. We were on the same page. Apparently we're not on the same page. And I left, dipped out. Yes, this is a good one. So the one thing that I did not know business owning would be like is I genuinely had no idea how many people, like especially the people that I was surrounded by up until pretty recently, didn't want to see me actually succeed. Like people that, I thought were my friends, my family, whatever, that stole, lied, cheat, just the craziest, awfulest things that as a business owner, you act like you don't anticipate, you don't expect. Now, you kind of got to expect it, right? I guess, but it's just wild. Honestly, I didn't anticipate a lot of the nonsense to happen that did, but it does. I grew up single mom. She worked her butt off, did a great job, I think. Yeah. My mom was a badass for sure. Is a badass, I should say. We're not that close anymore, but I still love her. It definitely helped me more than it hurt me, because before I got into like actual sales, I worked literally from 4 a.m. to midnight every single day. I mean, I was just a workaholic. I worked all day long, worked all night. There was times I would fall asleep untying my boots to take those boots off to put different boots on to go to a different job. I'd fall asleep on the floor. So I think like just having that upbringing definitely drove me to have more. And now that I have kids, my family is like the most important thing it is the most important thing. And it's like, it's why I do this. It's my why I get up every day, you know, so my kids and my family can have, you know, a present parent that's there with them, that loves them and can actually be there and do parent stuff. Especially in the world we live today, man. These kids, bro, they need their parents and Jesus, clearly. It's shown. So the hard work, you got to think, like, they're watching, they're listening, they're watching everything you're doing. So like a lot of the parents, and I'm guilty of it too, we come home, we sit on our phone and whatever. Well, the kids watch that. Well, the kids don't know you worked all day, right? So they see you doing what? Sitting on your butt, eating junk food, being lazy, talking crap. Like, you are the example for them, and they're gonna do exactly what you do. So my wife and I, whenever we're around our kids, we obviously try to be the best example we can be, but most importantly, just try to be the best people we can be, help people, because again, they're watching, they're listening, they're paying attention.